Hello and welcome everyone to episode 228 of One Piece at a Time, the One Piece read-through podcast where we read and discuss 5 chapters of the One Piece manga each and every week. I'm your host, Derrick, and I'm joined by my wonderful co-host and freelance letterer, Brandon Bovia. And how are you doing, Brandon?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm, of course, freelance letterer extraordinaire, Brandon Bovia, and it's finally time. The fighting has stopped. We have read like 130 chapters of over 130 chapters of Wano at this point. It is now time for our favorite part of every One Piece arc. Wrap up the party, the lore, the reveals, all of it. Yeah. I'm so ready.
And it's really interesting because it's one of those where it sort of starts off like, okay, not too much. It's pretty balanced here. And then like last 2 chapters is like bam, 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 bam. It's like, oh my God.
And it's not even everything, right? Like it is just sort of a taste of kind of the absurd chaos of what's been going on. Like, we get just a little bit of that referee fallout, oh my goodness, yeah. There's a lot of really, really juicy stuff. But I feel like the in Wano stuff is also just like we've been with these characters for so long that like actually seeing kind of the wrap up on this side I feel like it feels more satisfying than usual.
Yeah, there is like legit jubilation to be had to see some of these characters actually be happy and get what they have been fighting so long for. Like this is a 20-year journey, more
20
in a lot of cases.
Journey, but also for the readers a 10-year journey. Because we're kind of roughly in 2022, and Punk Hazard, which kind of was the start of all this, was 2012. So it really is kind of this represents the end of 10 years of storytelling in One Piece, which I just think is incredible. Yeah,
it feels weird to be post not leading towards Wano.
Yes, that is true, and we'll see kind of a little further along in time, but like Wano was kind of being built up to since Punk Hazard, if not mentioning way back when in Thriller Bark, but we're kind of like it's kind of a brand new world after this point.
I know what's next, but I'm like, okay, how do we get to that point? That's going to be the big question for me. Is it actually going to be do random, or is it because it hasn't been do random since Punk Hazard.
Yeah, like that was kind of the start of like all of these arcs all kind of having to flow into one another, and so this is sort of the first time where that doesn't happen, right? Like this is sort of like as I kind of like to people get final saga this, final arc that. Like I like to think of it more that like the end of Wano really is like the end of like Act 2 of One Piece. If the Marineford is the end of Act 1, I feel like this is sort of our Marineford for the time skip.
That's a good way to view it, I'd say.
I would consider everything after Wano kind of broadly like the ending.
Right. I mean that's sort of how it's being set up as far as all these various things. I forget how exactly Oda put it for the all the different arcs and how it's gone. Like on the wiki, they're just labeling it Final Saga.
Yeah. Which I think that's sort of not to get on my high horse about all that. The whole like One Piece doesn't use sagas. It's it's not really. Yeah. There's not really any sort of like nobody cares. You're smelly. I don't care. But as sort of like a vague like we are kind of at the end of a saga in the sense that the story from Punk Hazard has leading up to now is over. Right. Everything from this point onwards is all kind of its own kind of vague grouping of story beats.
Yeah. So it'll be very interesting to see what we're in for as we continue on. But
we're getting a little bit of taste of that this week.
yeah. There's a lot of questions I have after this because it is sort of a weird thing was we've been cut off from the wide world for a long time, and to see what's actually been happening out there is a tad insane.
Yeah. You can see why I've been hyping this up for so long.
yeah, I get it.
Oh boy. Yeah. Let's dive into it. I'm ready.
Yeah, let's get to it. Chapter 1051, Shogun of Wano, Kozuki Momonosuke.
Sounds so good to say.
Yeah, right. And hey, Germans escaping from Whole Cake. They're all together now. So here's the escape arc. So what are they up to now?
Yeah.
Let's just get the
get
the line up here.
Where I guess Judge didn't come with them.
No, Judge seems to just stand behind because I don't think his body's fully made the way the others are.
You know what? That's probably fair, actually. Yeah. I am continuously impressed. Like this cover story is like schmoovin'.
Oh yeah. I don't know where it's really going to go from here because, like, all right, we rescued him.
All right, yeah.
What are we going to do now? I don't know. But it should be rather fun to see how it all ends up. But yeah, let's pick up where we left off last time with, the town, them arriving in the flower capital, people freaking out at seeing Momonosuke's form and being like, oh, no,
God, it's Kaido.
We got a long story to tell you. So
yes.
So let's break it down. So there's no need to run. Apparently that big dragon isn't Kaido. Wait, there are two dragons? No. What's happening in front of the castle? Like there's so much confusion going on, and it's like, why is Komosaki here? Why is what's Bosch Kyoshiro doing here? And then Kinemon's like, you two are famous. I wonder if they'll remember the rest of us. And everybody's shocked. It's like, here comes Kinemon. He does his little samurai pose.
He's the only one striking a pose, which is great. And he's like, I thought he was dead. He perished in the flames of Odin Castle on that fateful day. And it's just like, all these kind of the random passerbys are just like, what on earth is happening right now? Is it just a dream? It's the afterlife. Did we die? And it's just seeing them all of the remaining Akazaya samurai kind of like slowly walk out of the smoke with like the shading and stuff. Like it's again just very cinematic and very cool.
Yeah, it's a sick look, and I just imagine being in those people's feet, shoes where they're it's like life sucks, but at least we get this one party. And we're back. It's back to normal after all that. But and the party ends is like, oh yeah, by the way, you're all free. What?
Yeah. What do you mean? I mean, of course, yeah. Like first thing you see, you're like, wait, is that Onigashima? Wait, is that Kaido? And you think like, oh crap. And then you're like, okay, no, things are good.
Yeah, and we see Kiku's alive and well thanks to along with Cat Viper. All holding each other, and it's Yakuza 9. They're alive despite 20 years ago. Lady Toki's words were true, and they set up the light scroll so they can show this to everybody around Wano, and Ringo and Hakumai and Kibi and Curry and Udon. Everybody's seeing all this about what's going down. And EBC Town even sees it. They're all, of course, laughing.
They're laughing at yeah.
And even in Onigashima, they have a light scroll set up so they can watch all this. But rather than watch all that, the Straw Hats are like, "You're Kaido's son." What's up with Yamato?
Yeah, there's still more fighting to do. Yeah, they're. Oh man.
Like, no, I'm not your enemy. In fact, I've been following all your exploits in the newspaper. I have to say, I wasn't sure how many of you were actually human, but you all seem pretty normal. It's like, well, what about your horns? And here comes Sanji's like, wait, Kaido's like,
yeah. ready to goon from frame one.
And then I forgot about this.
Mm-hmm.
Oda being I do not have this explanation yet. I want to know what the hell's going to happen with this, because what the.
Go on.
I had come to terms because like, okay, nothing's really come out of it. It's like, all right, now we have to get the answer for this. I'm going to be joining you on your ship. I'm Kozuki Odin, otherwise known as Yamato. Nice to meet you.
Boo.
Oda, you're setting people up. Like you are bringing this on yourself. What the hell?
Yeah. No. Seriously. Yeah. It is. That's what I'm telling you, man. He shouldn't have done it. He just should have kept his mouth shut. So, I'm in my feelings about it. It's okay, but like you can kind of understand why people were like, "Really, man?" Because even now, here we have 6 chapters of Wano left, and Yamato's like, "I'm the new Straw Hat."
I want an excuse. Like why? But everybody's freaking out, and of course, Brooke and Sanji are all for it.
Yes, of course, I'm especially for it.
I do like. I love how serious Jimmy is here. It's nice of you to invite yourself aboard, but it's the captain who decides that. He's all about those. I like it's very regulated for Jim.
Yeah, it's very funny coming from the newest guy. You have to no. You have to go through 500 chapters of build up like I did.
Yeah. maybe that's what Yamato's going to be going through. Is just like he's showing up later.
Yeah, that's sort of where it's cope, but that's where I'm at right now.
Oh gosh. But Chopper's already taking care of Luffy, and Zoro is like, I hope Luffy's all right. Got the shivers watching him fight, seeing what he did. And then he notices that Kaido's minions are trying to run away. He's like, we don't want to be slaves, young Master Yamato. It's like, no, just stay right there. It's like, Disha can't take it, of course.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just like, oh, now that the tables have turned, so it's all fine. You know, the Jinbei's like that. There's no hostility. It's fine. Let him go.
Yeah. I think it's more of a comment on Yamato than the goons.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, he seems to be fine because I think this is the first time they're interacting. So it's just like, okay.
That is true. Yeah, and that is kind of a funny, like, necessary thing. All the other Straw Hats are like, who are you?
There's a lot of them. It's like, what are you? Where'd you come from?
Yeah, exactly.
He really did not interact with most of them throughout the course of all this.
Yeah, exactly. So I think they are rightfully, just kind of like, what the hell are you talking about?
But we finally get an explanation of Tama's powers because Usopp asks us, okay, what's going to happen with these guys? Because they're, of course, yelling after with Yamato. It's like, hey, you guys stay there.
Yeah. The smiles and all that.
Yeah. And she explains, well, once the moon comes back around, my jutsu will wear off. Meaning in 1 month? Yeah, after a month, some animals go back the way they were, but some of them will stay my friend. I bet they choose whichever they feel more comfortable with. So, not complete mind wiping, just for a month.
Just for a month, which
less ethically.
It's still under nefarious circumstances would still be pretty horrifying, but you know, Tama is such a sweet little angel that you know it's fine.
Yeah,
and this bears out where we have Horselina, you know, coming to pick her up is like, I'm so much happier with you, Master. And she's like, oh, I hope you stay with me too, Horselina, but not like a servant, more like a mommy. I hope you stay with me forever. And then she's just like, that panel of her is
all
so
I can imagine
good.
from that is just like, oh, my ovaries. I now have a child.
My maternal instincts.
They've kicked in. I must protect this child like I have been.
Must protect. That's a happy ending for the both of them, I think.
Yeah, I'd say so. Like, I'm trying to think how we first met Speed and just what she's been through. Yeah, it's like, man, she's been here really since the beginning. So
yeah, she's gone through a complete transformation.
It's very cute, but they use this opportunity to look at the light scroll and it's like, oh hey, look, Komurasaki and Kinscoop are all kneeling. Who's that? And it's time for a big speech. It's like 20 years have passed since the death of my father, Kozuki Odin. Father? You mean, I'm so glad that you have survived these long, difficult years. The Fire Festival is not ending. Starting tomorrow, you may do whatever business you like. What Momonochi was like, you may drink to your heart's content. And I like how the drunkard carpenter's like, huh? You will not pay for the water from the earth. No poison from the factories will be allowed to spoil the land. There will be no slaves in Wano. And then that's when Tama sees, it's like, wait, Momo? And little flashback for when her parents died. And, it's like, hey, Tama, this is going to be very difficult to say, but I'm afraid your father and mother are gone. And there she is, at their graves with little Komochio, apparently been with him since she's a puppy, trying to sell the hats that she taught Ace how to make, trying to sell those casas. And then her meeting Tenguyama, where he actually bought one from her. He's like, hey, you're an orphan? Just bear with it. Only a few more years until the day that powerful samurai called the Kozuki return and vanish the ogres for good. And she's like, is it true? I'll bear with it then. I'll be okay. And the fact that it was true, she just starts breaks down crying in Nami's arms. And just and then you get the flashback to Luffy. He's like, we'll make it so this is normal. By the time we leave this country, it'll be a place where you can eat as much as you want every single day. And you feel good. Again, Tom was that cinnamon roll that you've been wanting to protect since the beginning.
Yeah. Like this all kind of starts and finishes with her. So I feel like, kind of emphasizing kind of her feelings and her reactions to all this. Especially, I don't think we had seen the... I mean, I feel like we could kind of infer that she was an orphan. I don't think we knew that, like, her parents died at the factory.
Yeah, we never saw the factory, but everything else, and just how she was being taken care of and how she was trying to hold in there with Luffy, and showing the appreciation for him and getting that back for it's again the moment she shared her food with Luffy, as we said long ago.
It was over. It was it has always been over.
But Momo continues to speak and says, Orochi's wicked rule and the threat of Kaido are gone for good. We found strong, faithful companions at sea. And I love this, just showing Luffy smiling as he's all bandaged up. And as part of the Ninja Pirate Mink Samurai Alliance, this name, we led a raid upon Onigashima. Kaido, Orochi, the Animal Kingdom pirates, every evil that plagues our land has been vanquished. And of course, all the people start freaking out. I was like, what? They beat those monsters? Orochi's no more? And meanwhile, kids like, the what alliance?
Yeah. Right, because he didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, and I love the build-up too, right? Because like, Momonosuke is giving this incredible speech, and we've only seen him in shadow up to this point. And just the way that he's sort of like immediately able to rally the people like around his cause, and just sort of I love sort of the arc that these kind of all the people are going on, like seeing kind of that their rightful heir coming back to save them.
Mm-hmm. And I do love this little moment with Carriage where Momo's saying, we will never forget the sacrifices of those brave souls who paved the way for this raid. And Carrot gets choked up about that because hell yeah, Pedro.
Yeah.
And I do like this. Like, Kinemon, I found out things to say. What do I do? And Kinemon's just like, just keep going, bluff your heart out. And he remembers Luffy saying, what are you, just a figurehead? Is there a single thing left in the world to be scared of? And you see him just from the chin down. It's like, my father gave me a name that means invincible. Under my rule, this parched and ruined land will turn into a paradise on earth. Lend me your strength and let us work toward this end together. I have traveled 20 years to save you all. From this day on, I, Kozuki Momonosuke, will lead the land of Wano. And we finally get to see Momo in his adult form. And
he looks great.
Yeah, it's a good look.
Yeah, he's basically Odin. The long hair is fantastic. Like,
you don't have to worry about that shaved head part that always felt a little odd.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I really the whole concept behind Momonosuke being this kind of like sniveling little brat with the weight of the world on his shoulders. I think the way that Oda did use, like, as silly as it is that Shinobu can just age people up magically, but I feel like it is such a good way to kind of visually show, that Momonosuke like has sort of like this newfound courage through the Straw Hats.
Yeah, he grew up. He had to grow up.
Yeah, he quite literally grew up.
So it works. It's very fitting, and he has a nice stern face. You can see how he can go from here. It still sucks that he lost 20 years, but that's how it goes.
It's a noble sacrifice.
Yeah,
exactly. But also still weird that he is mentally an 8-year-old in the body of an adult man. Yeah, which we'll come back to. Don't worry. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, that's true. But I do love how all the samurai break down in tears at this point, and they're all crying, but he's staying stern. He's like, "Mother, I will keep my promise. Father, I will follow in your footsteps." And everybody's crying and cheering and laughing, and he's not being a crybaby at this moment. He's actually
he's stern
and a firm ruler here. And so everybody's just happily declaring that the true shogunate has returned at last. We've been waiting for you so long, Lord Momonosuke. And it's, I don't know, just the very nice last couple of panels here where it's sort of like the kind of like the closing to Wano in a lot of ways. It's like, and when the warrior at last sheathed his blade, the sky of the day to come danced with spinning, fluttering petals. This is the land of samurai. Here under the night blossom stands a handsome man of 8. I love that line. Blessed with great dedication and mercy. And there's, I love Komurasaki when like trying to
hold back the tears.
Yeah. And a level of strength that can be forgiven. This is the birth of the man who would later be known around the world as the great shogun of Wano, Kozuki Momonosuke. So I like that little confirmation. It's like, yeah, Momo does good from here.
Yep.
He does good.
That's so good. It is not a lot, in terms of like a chapter, but like I feel like a very necessary and very like I'm glad that Oda dedicated a whole chapter to just revealing Momonosuke and the speech building up to it, and just telling the people of the world that like, yes, everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, it's a celebration. It's like it's that relief. It's like, yes, you're allowed to show relief and celebrate, and go from there. So, it's a good chapter to have. It's nice celebration. We only have one set, SBS in this set. I think Oda's like he front loaded them all so he could have it all clear for all this stuff. So it's a little bit till we get to one. So we're just ready to go to the next chapter.
All right, cool.
So yeah, chapter 1052, A New Morning, and here's a rub I did not see coming with these title. Caesar's freaking back. He never actually escaped.
Of course.
He never got away from Whole Cake, which is kind of perfect.
That is perfect. I'm glad for this. I need more comedic relief Caesar in my life.
Just keep making this man's life miserable.
Yeah, exactly.
Although him working with the Vin Smokes, not a great combination, honestly.
Yeah, I was going to say like that. They probably shouldn't be together just for the good of the world, but from a character standpoint, it's funny.
Yeah, it should be rather funny. I kind of want to see Reiju just suck all the poison gases out of him and leave him nothing.
Exactly.
He's just gone, done.
Yeah, I just for some reason the image of Dooku from the Star Wars prequels where he's like, I'm so weak.
Oh, wouldn't that be something?
You sucked him dry.
But there we get to the wide world of things happening and get a little sense of at least a little taste for now. Because it's we get into the chapter itself and we're in Sacred Marijoa, and they've confirmed Nika has finally descended upon the world, and 2 of the 4 emperors defeated in the same battle. This is not a matter we can cover up. The information will be all over the globe soon enough, and the timing couldn't be worse. How do we respond?
Yeah, it is kind of funny. Yeah, the it's rare for the elders to just be like, oh man. Like,
what do we do?
Yeah, this is kind of bad. And then we cut over to the seas near Wano for a bit, and it's like, you said that Zoe is gone? Yes, sir. It just slipped away into the mist. So what was it doing? And then we cut back to the elders, and then they say, then they're not opening up the country. Wano will remain an impregnable fortress, it seems. They must have changed tactics in response to someone. In response to the situation, someone over there is very shrewd, which is funny because it's the literal 8-year-old.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, but Momo made the right call because now they're like,
he did.
There's now no means of sending in a major force to occupy the nation. And then they're talking to CP0 on the phone, and they're like, "Will you at least bring back Nico Ramen?" Yes, and he's like, "Without fail." It's like,
and then
all right.
And then all of a sudden something cuts in. It's like the signal's being jammed. It's like, wait, what's going on? Like, who are you guys? Just where are you? I'll be right there. And it's like, what happened there? It was my initial impression, and I think I have an idea, but it's something we'll have to come back to because it's not immediate. It's not apparent right off the bat. But somebody cut into the feed.
Yeah.
But it's who knew keeping the borders closed right away would be a good thing. I mean, obviously with the world government the way it is, it's like, yeah,
you want to, and especially after just the giant war that just took place here, like, it's the right call, and I'm glad that like from Momo's perspective, and we were kind of, as he had mentioned a few chapters ago, it was like, I don't want to expose the people of Wano to danger. So right now, we made the right call.
It's becomes very apparent that they need time to recover, and they're not going to get the kind of aid they need from the world government.
No, they are not.
That's not their style. So we'll see how that goes as time goes on. But in the meantime, we get to check in on Onigashima Castle with Hawkins and Drake. And Drake's alive, but downed. And Hawkins is only has one arm. It's just like, so you're a Navy man. Not answering that. That's what you came here to ask? Hawkins slumps down and is like, you look like a total wreck. I thought your divination said you'd be fine as long as you didn't betray Kaido. And I kind of love this speech from Hawkins, where he's like, I sank to working for Kaido because I sensed death in the presence of that monster. But Kid and Killer faced death bravely and continued their resistance. Even if I had foreseen their victory, how could I possibly turn back and suck up the kid again? And that's when Drake realizes, like, oh, if you're going to betray them, now's the time. What does that represent? The chances of a certain man surviving until tomorrow. 1%. Sucks to be him. Turns out that certain man was Hawkins. He had too much pride to actually be like, I want to switch sides.
Right. It's cool that this conversation is happening between these two, because Drake saw the situation and was like, taking Luffy's side is the only option I have now. Especially since, he got caught and was like, I've been flushed out of my position. So, let's take a bet on this horse. But, Hawkins was, stuck to his guns to the very end. And then I just love that last shot of him. He was like, oh, so that certain man you're talking about was me. And he just slumping down, blood on the wall. Looks dead.
I have to assume he's dead.
Oda. Yeah. At this point, I don't really care. I gotta be honest.
I mean, at this point, it really doesn't matter. Hawkins has served his purpose. This was his purpose as a member of the worst generation.
Worst generation. Yeah, that too.
Yeah, as the worst. Yeah, as the worst generation. Which only leaves two left to figure out.
Two left that we haven't really talked about yet. Yeah, I don't have much to go on with them.
I'm very curious what Oda's going to do with Rouge and Bonnie.
Yeah.
Got no
and it's funny
there.
from that angle then too, that it is like, we're kind of wrapping up, like, and Hawkins maybe dead, Drake certainly, like, we're done with it. Like he feels like also he's completed his role. Yeah,
he's done his thing. Kid and Law might still have some stuff going on. Beijing's definitely done.
Yeah, he's good. He got out good. He's like, I'm a family man.
Yeah, honestly, Beijing's made out the best so far of these guys.
Yeah, very much so.
Oh goodness. But we go back to Wano, and it's been 7 days since the end of the battle, and the festival decorations are still up. Because hey, we're gonna have another festival soon, and we check in on the kids who are being indoctrinated.
The propaganda.
Hey, where's Miss Sarah Hebby? Where did she go away? Oh, it's like, I'm sorry, kids, but you need a re-education about the history of our heroes. Oh, yuck. No. We start with a most astonishing lad. This lesson will cover the story of Kozuki Oden, and basically, like, here's all the things that happened over the time, and time for you to get a proper lesson and about Wano history. And here's kids happily being able to enjoy fresh water with no issue. Here's food getting taken from Paradise Farm to all over to see where it's all been. And the people don't know about the man who beat Kaido. All they know is of a warrior named Joy Boy. But
it's
apparently
interesting
he's already left the country.
It's Joy Boy and not Luffy. That's where's that rumor coming from?
Yeah, I don't know who said Joy Boy, but maybe they just said it to keep it easy, to keep it simple. Because we do learn why we're not using Luffy's name for this, which again is perfect when you get to it. But and even here, you kind of get the sense of it. It's like, Joy Boy, a hero rivaled only by the god of the blade.
Don't want any of that.
Nope, don't want any of that. But we get Ringo with all the eternal graves, and looks like what Kinemon wants to do is build a temple here, up on the hill with a view of the flower capital, just like this shrine to Ryuma, god of the blade. Only this one will honor Lord Odin, and surrounding him all the daimyo who fought for the country, starting with Lord Yasuie. Plus, and this we finally get confirmation, Ashura and Izo. Ashura did not survive the bomb, and Izo died holding off CP0 for Luffy.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy when you think about it. Like the Izo one, while I was reading it, it was not until we got to this set where I was like, oh, he did die.
Yeah, that was
not
was
very
a little shocking.
Yeah, it wasn't very emphasized.
Not really, other than just like he fought two CP0s at the same time and took out one of them. It's like and left the other one so drained that all he could do was accept his death at the hands of Kaido after he disrupted the fight.
Yep.
So I mean, it makes me wonder, like, did he accomplish something? Did Izo accomplish something by holding back CP0 like that?
I mean,
could have been worse.
I feel like
could have been worse.
I guess so. I guess so in the sense that, like, there could have been more guys up there on the roof.
True.
Certainly, I feel like overall he, certainly contributed enough to sway the tide of battle.
Oh, yeah. Other than that, it's just that his sacrifice came at the hands of CP0 in that case. But,
I'm also
CP0 definitely could have been going around doing other stuff.
Yeah, I'm also bummed because Izo was so cool.
Yeah, Izo was awesome. Izo was definitely a favorite. Like, one of those designs that stood out when you first saw them all the way back in the Marineford. And Ashura, he was cool. Never really got a great grasp on him compared to the others, but it was one of those things where he's the one that felt like he took the brunt of living under the rule of Orochi the most.
Yeah, it was, I think, really important to establish that too, and that was sort of like, it was more interesting seeing him kind of come around to, eventually coming to help out for the final battle. Yeah, for him, defeat means something different.
Make the ultimate sacrifice in the end.
Yeah.
So, I think it works, and I mean it's very Seven Samurai coded.
That is for sure. Character deaths like this, I feel like, don't hit as hard in the moment because I feel like Onigashima was so wishy-washy about who died and who didn't, mostly Orochi. Mm-hmm. And so like there's sort of a level of clarity where you don't really feel it in the moment. And so it's not until this where like, oh, like that actually was. Ashura I felt was pretty definitive, but there was still
Ashura felt pretty definitive.
And Kinemon was another one with that whole like, oh, Law never put my body back together. I'm just kind of like,
yeah.
Okay, man,
I mean, it's kind of like with Pedro, where Pedro did his whole thing, and I'm like, oh, we've seen people survive explosions before.
Yeah. It doesn't really feel like, oh, yeah. So
gets me to cry with Pound, and then Pound's alive.
And then, Pound ends up alive. Pedro's dead. So it feels like you can just flip a coin, So it is one of those things where I don't think I minded, going through the series for this podcast, going through Wano and specifically Onigashima. It was like, okay, Oda, you either do your business or get off the pot.
Yeah. It's hard to really know how to feel a lot of the times, and that's sort of the biggest weakness with these. Like, it's interesting that Oda's willing to pull that trigger now, but we still don't know when he's pulling that trigger. Like, we've seen a man get his head cut off multiple times, and it still didn't kill him. So it's like, God.
I think if it weren't for the fake outs, I think I'd be okay. I think I'd be okay, but knowing that he will seemingly kill characters only for them to be like, oh, you're fine. I think having so many of those back to back during Onigashima was pretty exhausting, I have to say.
Yeah. But it is confirmed they're gone, and of course, Kawamatsu's like, okay, yeah, it's like, I guess we'll be buried here too eventually. So, how's that doing? Kinemon's asking Marco, is like, is it okay we bury Izo here? He's like, yeah, it's best to be buried in one's native soil. And it's an interesting line from Marco. It's like, and here I am, still kicking it for some reason.
Oh man,
like,
not doesn't go into it a lot, but man, that is a great line from him. Like, it feels so like I feel like he's really hurt by losing Izo, actually.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious what role he has to play, if any, as we get into the future. Because to me, that feels like, no, he's still going to be around doing something.
Yeah, he's Marco's a fan favorite by this point, so
easily.
This is not the last we've seen of him by a long shot, I imagine.
No. I do like how Kawamatsu's like, we have our qualms being alive too. It's difficult to bear the thought of something happening to the heroes of the battle while the rest of us live. Let us pray for their recovery. And we check in on Yamato. He's like, I'm so hungry. I mean, I'm not hungry. Not hungry.
Still got that samurai training.
And then here comes Hiyori. Big brother. Luffy, Taro, and Zoro. Oh, good. Have awakened. And sure enough, Hiyori's still doing the drop kick on Momo, like he's afraid of.
They haven't aged a day. Still not over Tomboy's tide. Doesn't hurt though.
I do like this new thing that Momo has, where he gets hurt. Somebody hurts him, and he's like, "Doesn't hurt."
Yeah,
so, that's certainly something. But sure enough, Luffy and Zoro are awake. He's calling the meat booze.
Yes.
He needed it. They're just everybody celebrating, like, you're awake. More meat right away. And it's like, what a great day. And got Cat Viper there, of course, celebrating with them all. And I love the just massive bottles of booze next to Zoro.
Yeah. I also, you can see Nami reading to Otoko, which is really cute.
Oh, yeah. That's a good scene. Just them all hanging out. It's nice.
I also love.
It's nice.
I think that's
nice part.
Jinbei in the back holding up like a giant fish plate.
I think you're right. Yeah, I thought that was a servant, but I think you're right. That might be Jinbei doing that.
It's just guessing based on the proportions and the shape on his cape.
Right. And here comes Momo saying, "Hey, Luffy, Zoro, don't eat too much. Now that you're up, the entire country is going to hold a feast. Let's do it today." And I love how Yamato is just like
hugging Luffy.
He loves Luffy so much, just hugging that big tight hug, and Chopper's hugging Zoro. And it's like they're like looking at him, it's like, what the? Like it's me, Momonosuke. What? You're an adult now? You look pretty buff, kid. Is that Odin's blood? Let's see how well you take a punch. No. I don't want that. And then this scene cracked me up.
It's as so he goes, good.
No, stop. They're picking on me. Save me, Onami. As he does his thing as he's a kid.
Yeah, he even grabs her chest
and even goes for a grab. And you see just how big he is. And she's just like, hey, knock it off. And she just punches him away. He's like, but I'm only 8. Doesn't hurt though. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's tougher now. I like how that's the determination.
Yes, yeah.
Is that
he can take a Nami
punch.
Yes.
But I also love Brooke and Sanji like, welcome to the adult world, Momo. Your special privileges are a thing of the past. That's such a great payoff to that.
It's all of these back-to-back gags are great. And then you also have Yamato coming up being like, he's also a kid on the inside, and Odin on the outside putting a plate on his head trying to make him look like Odin.
And just saying, you've got a very sturdy body. Be grateful to your parents. You'll be the greatest samurai in the nation one day, I'm sure. Well, I'll try. And Nami finally says, hey, Yamato, let's take that bath before the festival. Your prayer is over, right? And he's like, wait, prayer? Well, in Wano, when you pray to the gods for something, it's customary to deprive yourself until it comes true. And Yamato didn't have any food or baths until they were better. Now he's stuffing his face with all the rice balls. So it's like a week of fasting. That's rough.
Yeah.
I was like, well, thanks to you, now I'm feeling great, Yamao. And I love Jinbei. It's like, what a nice person.
It's
like,
suspicion's completely gone.
And then this moment, I love this. It's like Zora's like, "We're not filthy though," and then I think this is Hiyori's.
It's Hiyori.
Up. It's like, "That's because I took it upon myself to cleanse you. Is that exciting for you?" And then Sanji's like, "We have to have a talk." He's so jealous. I think Hiyori has a legit crush on Zoro.
I think so. I think so. She's been coming on to him the whole arc.
Oh yeah. Which, sure, why not?
Yeah, I'll take it.
I like how they're talking. It's like, after the finisher, if I'm not in my right mind, I want you to kill me. Oh yeah, that's right. I've come back from the depths of hell to kill you. He's like, I was ready to kill Sanji right off the bat.
Right. It's like, no. We've already resolved that. It's very funny.
And I love this statement from Yamato. It's because it's like, hey, you wanted to take that bath before the festival. Let's take that bath. It's like, oh, sorry, there's no mixed bathing in the castle. And then Kiku is like, hey, do you mind if this one joins you? And bam, we got some. I've definitely heard about this scene, like, because people were talking about this one, this chapter and this scene where they're in the men's bath. And it's all the guys, and I mean all the guys, because here's Yamato too.
Yes.
He's one of the guys.
Sanji just, am I dreaming? Just pool of blood in the background, which I think it's fine. He's in the background. He's not being a perv. Like, I think this is a good joke.
Yeah, he's not used to the idea. It's just like, wait a second.
Yeah, exactly.
They're willingly coming here? What the hell?
Yep.
And Yamato's kind of stacked, so yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, I think I kind of stacked. Zoro and Momonosuke are kind of good competition.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, Momonosuke has that.
Yeah. Also,
that's some muscles he grew.
Have we ever seen Brooke naked before?
I want to say we have. I'm not sure. But
seeing him as a whole skeleton, I'm just like, that's not a sight you see every day.
Not really. But then we check in on the women's bath, and Nami's saying, oh, I can hear them yelling from here, and Shinobu's just peacefully resting in the back, and Tom is just grabbing hold of Nami's chest. It's like, man, I hope I grow up to be this bewitching. In the background, you can see Carrot and Horselina digging their baths. We just got to get all the girls in there. And then here's Kiku. She's hanging out with all of them. It's like, oh, in the past, we'd all bathe together with Lord Odin. This one felt ashamed being with the men. It's like, yeah. Makes sense. I forgot how tall Kiku was.
Yes.
She's towering over Hiyori.
Towering and has like her legs like bent, like she's like scrunched up.
Yeah, she's so scrunched up.
I feel like for all of the folks, I feel like Oda is very clear with his intentions with this panel.
Oh yeah, I don't know
if you hadn't gotten the point yet. Here you go.
Yamato is a guy. Kiku is a girl. Simple as that.
No. Exactly. There you go. It's a good, nice, clean explanation. It's great. And I feel so affirming too. I love that it's like a celebration, right? It's like, yes, there is no question about my gender identity, or I don't have to feel any sort of way, one way or another. It's like, I'm chilling with the guys, I'm chilling with the girls. It's cool. Yeah, and nobody's like, none of the girls are freaking out. Mm-hmm. None of the guys are freaking out except for Sanji, but that's, it's Sanji. Of course it makes sense. Yeah. I feel like it could have been so much worse. It's a sad thing to say. So I'm glad that like the Sanji thing is just like off in the background. We don't have to have like, a page of him like, trying to creep on Yamato or anything like that. Exactly.
But not everybody's there. We check in on what everybody else is doing because this could be the feast. Time to celebrate the return of the Kozuki clan and tell each of the provinces. We check on Takagi Port, and Frankie and Usopp and other carpenter has gotten everybody's ships back in shape, ready to go So you can see them all lined up. And the General Frankie's back to normal too. And I love how all the guys are just like, that thing's so cool.
Yeah, not only Beppo, but I love Killer as well. This is so
I love
good.
that Killer's there too. That's so good. And then Kid's like, don't get all buddy-buddy with them. Stay on your guard until we're able to leave. It's like, somehow, somewhere, the intel will leak and the papers will hear about it. They'll be after us as replacements for the 4 emperors. And they're just like, oof. And here's Law's like, he's right. They can't see us from outside that closed nation, but we can't see what the enemy's doing either. What if we find out that all their bounties are astronomical numbers like we've never seen before? And they're all excited, just like, what's it going to be like? And then here comes Apu, which I did not imagine they were going to be cool with Apu after all this.
Yeah. This is pretty funny. Like, you were a scumbag, but you kind of got off scot-free, which is pretty funny.
He really did get off easy. Like, good God.
Yeah. You know what? There's been so much death and destruction. I think it's kind of funnier this way, because he was kind of a non-factor for most of the arc.
Yeah. And then he's just hanging out with this number, which is like the most suave number.
Was his mustache always that, like...
Yeah, it was. It's great.
Yeah.
Just traditional, like, devil-looking guy, which, honestly, he's a handsome number.
Yeah, he's good.
It's like, who can say how that misinformation leaked out? But I'll stop acting like it wasn't you. I'm sure you're curious about the new bounties. Want to see them? It's all here. All of your bounties and the names they're calling the new emperors of the sea. And we don't see that yet. Instead, it's time to check in on the admiral that we've seen in silhouette up to this point.
In silhouette, yes. Yeah.
Ryokugyu, and who's somehow flying via flower towards Wano.
Yeah, I love.
Don't you dare make things worse. It's like, I know, geez. It's like, oh God, an admiral.
So this one's got an interesting personality already.
Yeah, that's for sure. It is. I didn't think of it at the time, but in retrospect, it is amazing how Aokichi coded this is.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, this is kind of the way that he's
showing up like this.
Yeah. It's very. I did not put two and two together, but you're super right.
It's like, things are good. We're celebrating. Here comes an admiral.
Yep.
Great.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Right. Well, let's go ahead and get to our next chapter, 1053 New Emperors. And this one surprised me. I did not realize that we'd get a color spread for One Piece Odyssey. We've been talking about Odyssey. I forgot it came out in 2022. That's weird.
It feels like this has been... We've been talking about it on and off like as long as we've been doing this podcast, and it's like, here's this color spread for it, and I love because it's a reminder for me that, like, oh yeah, we're gonna start getting color spreads for stuff that was like, oh wait, that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, it's weird to be catching up like that, and it's like, oh gosh, it's the first time we've gotten a video game color spread, because usually Oda doesn't bother. But I guess this is also, as I completely forgot about this, is that Oda had a hand in Odyssey. I think he did monster design, right?
Yeah, and the two characters we're seeing here. But yeah, he also did the monsters, which again, I feel like that's if only this was an original RPG. I know. I'm very curious. I'm actually rather curious to get to it when we do, to see what I end up thinking about the battle system and having us discuss various things. I don't know how we're going to mark off how far we're going to get for each one. Not too sure about that one, but I will say, now that I've met adult Momo, this white-haired dude is just Momo. That's true. It's like he's just Momo, but it also got a little bit of a Wiper vibe also.
A little bit, yeah. Momo cross Wiper, and then the girl kind of reminds me of, I haven't met her yet, but it kind of reminds me of Uda in a way.
I think so, yeah. Just the similar. I mean, he's got the Oda face, and I feel like maybe the overall shape of her hair, sort of.
Yeah.
Obviously, the color's way different, but
yeah. I'm also, I don't know, because you've still never played it, right?
Yeah, I played the demo and I was like, I don't like this.
I played the demo and thought this is fine, and that's about it. But then I heard it's mostly just excuses to go through the stuff up to this point.
I remember that because that was why we didn't play it, because it had it goes up to Dressrosa, I think. And
right.
All right, we're not there yet.
Yeah, we're not there. We're still a long ways from that point.
Jesus Christ.
We were still very much early on.
That's crazy to think.
I couldn't play it because I was still only familiar with up to Punk Hazard. So
yeah, it was just barely. It's just barely not enough. Which is funny.
So weird. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, if we do get through this and we're still going through this series is still going on, we'll have to figure out another video game to talk about. We'll have to.
That's also true.
Open it up to everybody, like whether they want an original story or they want one of the Pirate Warriors games. I don't know what they'd want.
Yeah, for sure.
Odyssey, because of the Oda connection, I think makes it the very obvious
I think it's
one
most
to.
Yeah, and I feel like it's still technically the newest One Piece game. Although
I mean, until Grand Gourmet comes out, and that's
that's true.
Yeah, but that's so different in terms of spec.
It's funny to think also that Odyssey is currently still the most recent video game. Pirate Warriors 4 has spoilers for stuff that you haven't seen yet because of the DLC.
Gotta love that DLC.
I was like, good lord.
Gotta love it. Yeah, that's incredible. But let's get into the chapter itself, where once again the five elders are freaking out. It's like, what is that picture doing there? We never had an opportunity to approve this, and I'm certain I told you to remove the D off the name. I never heard that, sir. Then the photograph came straight from Guernica of CP0. Reprint them now. Do not let those go out to the world. We can't get in touch with the printing factory. And here comes Morgan's. And I think Morgan's, it's either Morgan's or Apu, I think, were the ones that cut into CP0's radio.
I much prefer the idea that it was Morgan's. Like he's laughing it up, you know. He's like, look at that mystical form, carry these far and wide folks. I love that he's the one commanding all of the news coups, like all of the birds. He's just like, go, my children.
It's so perfect that he's a bird when he has all the news coups. Just beautiful. The last message sent out by Cypherpole after they vanished in Wano was, it's Big Mom's ship. I won't let them manipulate this narrative. At moments like this, when the world is in flux, the straight facts are the most fascinating news. Oh, I missed something. I've read this several times. The last message sent out by Cypherpole after they vanished in Wano was, it's Big Mom's ship. Big Mom's family found CP0, I think.
You think that's what it is?
That's based on Morgan's.
I guess so.
Because CP0 did not see Big Mom's ship, and when they were coming in, because it was kicked away by King, and that's how Big Mom got her memory loss and all that. And then
I think
after that, Paraspero came in.
Yeah, I guess that's a weird thing because we don't see them on screen. And it's kind of like and like Big Mom is defeated, but like her kids are still out there like on her ship. Yeah,
causing havoc. So, I wonder if the Germa story will get into that about how they react to Big Mom being defeated.
Yeah, I feel like there's still kind of some missing pieces here with the whole like CP0 thing, but like. Clearly, Morgan saw an opportunity. It was like, I'm not letting this go to waste.
Nope, not at all. So there's nothing like good old live entertainment, and spreads it far and wide. The Emperors of the Sea, Kaido and Big Mom, defeated. The shocking news took no time at all to make its way around the world. Two of the emperors who had ruled over the sea for decades toppled in a single night. And upon three pirate captains, Monkey D. Luffy, Eustace, Captain Kidd, and Trafalgar Law, the government placed a shocking bounty of 3 billion berries each. Luffy doubled his bounty, and the other two's got massive...
way up.
Way boosted from where they were. And you have to have that Luffy in his Nika form.
He's in the Gear 5 form, laughing it up. Like, this... now the whole world knows. If you're somebody who's seen Luffy and you're like, what the heck?
What is that all about?
Yeah. Also, wait a minute. In the middle panel, at the top, is that Cavendish? On the poster? Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
That's
Sabo.
Sabo?
Yeah, that's
Sabo. Oh, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Boy, they already. Oh man, I didn't even notice that they were setting that up.
Wow.
Oda's
Holy
ready.
moly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll come back to that.
Amazing.
Holy cow. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's really interesting to me because I saw these like, wait a second, their bounties still aren't as big as Big Mom's and Kaido's.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting to me.
I feel like if you think about it this way, that it's like that was their bounty after, like they said, they had been ruling the sea for decades. And the fact that we're only like 1 billion shy, right? I think they were both like 4 billion ish.
I'm looking now. Kaido was 4.6 billion.
Okay, yeah. And I want to say Blackbeard, he was like in the 2s.
I don't know. Big Mom is basically 4.4 billion. Mm-hmm. And then let's see, Whitebeard.
Blackbeard.
Sorry, Blackbeard. I thought you said. Because Whitebeard was 5.
Whitebeard and Roger. Whitebeard and Roger were the 2 biggest. But I think I remember as the newest that Blackbeard's was the lowest.
Yeah, Blackbeard's at 3.9, essentially almost 4 billion.
Okay. I was off then. So
almost 4 billion. So yeah,
and that's after being an emperor for basically 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like three each is pretty good.
Oh no, it's definitely pretty good, and essentially, between the 3 of them, they equal the bounty of those 2, which I think is kind of appropriate.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because it's like they split it. Oh man, that's really interesting, and I like that they all kind of got equal credit for it too.
Yeah, that's a nice way to put it. I'm curious. I feel kind of bad that none of the others get any boosts because it feels like freaking Zoro and Sanji should have some pretty significant bounty increases at the very least, taking out King and Queen.
Yeah, don't worry about that. We'll get to that as is One Piece tradition. Yeah, don't worry about that.
I'm just saying, I don't like the idea of Zoro and Sanji being lower than Jack.
True. I feel like 1 billion berries really did. That was a barrier that does not feel nearly as cool as it.
No, Jack. Here's Jack that has it, and all of a sudden we're gonna style on Jack for the rest of this time.
Yeah. It's like, dude, friggin' Cat Viper should have a higher bounty than Jack.
Yeah, really. Oh God, that's so good. Yes. I love how we just have no respect for Jack whatsoever.
None whatsoever. Yeah, no, I perhaps a little bit intentional.
yeah. Screw him for what he did to Zoe.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But everybody's excited. Well, all of them are excited for it. But Kid's already gone. he's in some kind of state. And Killer's like, Flower Capital is my guess. Not surprised he'd have that reaction. Let's go there too. They're having a party today. Perfect. Let's celebrate. So it's always just like, this is going to be trouble. I love this little scene, though. Just to break it down, because had this guy come in with this very traditional thing, a broth of wood ear, mushroom, and chrysanthemum. For the first tray, tofu egg cakes. In the flat bowl, decorative lotus root, crisp prickles, and the small dish. And for the soup cup, these are exalted guests. Everything must be perfect. It's all been mashed, firmed up in hot water, tasted for poison 3 times. And now I am proud to serve our esteemed guests a traditional Hosen Ryori meal worthy of a shogun. Do enjoy. And then it's all empty. It's like,
nobody's here but Jinbei.
He's just laughing. He's like, I'm sorry, none of them could wait 2 hours, but it looks delicious. I can sense the care you put into it. Sounds lively outside. It's like, you know what? Jinbei's a bro. I'm glad this guy has somebody to enjoy his cooking.
Yeah, he's the sort of patience on display for Jinbei. Like, it's great. It's great. It's a good scene.
He's just enjoying his own cup. That feels appropriate, especially when you compare to the festival is everything's free, shooting games, goldfish scoops, choco bananas, yakisoba, takoyaki, and you can see, of course, Chopper with his cotton candy, tears going down his face, Luffy having all kinds of stuff just stuffed in his mouth, Yamato,
this man cannot be stopped,
fitting right in with the ice, the grilled squid, the candied apple, cotton candy. So much fun. Yamato needs to be part of the crew. What the hell?
Yeah, you're seeing again. You're seeing this, and it's just like, yeah, he's living it up with the rest of them.
He is Odin. He needs to be there.
Goodness gracious!
I like that Brooke and Hiyori are putting on a duet for Moon Princess, and she's actually able to smile as she's performing it this time.
Yeah.
But then, very much notable beneath the castle, because we haven't seen Robin in quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to see what's up with Robin, as she's checking out Tengu's Kokeshi doll collection, and even he says, "Are you curious, Nico Robin's?" Like, wait, you know my name? Oh, that's my collection. Aren't they the cutest? Not really.
Oof. I love blunt Robin.
But why is your collection here? Well, this is the room where I keep my hobbies secret. I was imprisoned here for several years, you see. Imprisoned? Who are you? I thought you were a blacksmith. I had some skill at forging katana, but it was only for fun. Ruling a kingdom can be so tiring, and this one completely caught me off guard. I had no idea on this one. My name is Kozuki Sukuyaki, the father of Odin. Dude's alive.
Yeah, you were wondering because he got killed off screen. I think this one's valid.
This one feels fitting, and I think you said the Kokeshi dolls that he had elsewhere were sort of a like a hint from Oda.
So he mentioned right when he met Luffy, I think, right at the start of Wano, he was like, "I'm a Kokeshi doll collector." You're like, "What? Okay, whatever." And then there's one line during the flashback mentioning that the Shogun was like a collector of Kokeshi dolls. Like that is the only that is completely spread out over multiple years. Like you would blink and miss it. Like it is technically a hint. It's there, and I noticed it, but I was like, you would not think about that.
I'm curious if anybody clocked it. Not that it's like that huge of a thing, but it's also like, huh.
Yeah. And of course, now that we know that he's Sukiyaki, I feel like it makes a lot of things make sense in retrospect.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this works out really well as far as how it all gets broken down. And, of course, Robin asks, is like, does Momo know? He's like, nope, and I have no intention of telling him. Although perhaps the vassals are aware. I am the very man who allowed Orochi to seize control over the land of Wano. How could I dare go public and declare my survival? By the time I finally escaped this room with my life intact, Odin had died and Wano was terribly changed. I thought of committing seppuku right on the spot. And then just like, wait, Mr. Tengu, I'm certain. Like, I love the interruption. It's like he's going to go into his backstory. He's like, no, I don't care about that. Because I don't care. Something more pressing. I'm certain that somewhere in this country is the ancient weapon Pluton.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm.
The poneglyph in Alabasta said it was here. It is. What?
Yes.
That getting paid off after 950 chapters.
Yeah.
Something like that.
At this point, basically 20 years, a little over 20 years since Alabasta.
Insane.
I would like to officially declare on this podcast that Crocodile is a huge chump and a huge loser, and he tried to do a coup for an ancient weapon that was actually halfway across the planet. Sorry, Crocodile, you're washed. You suck.
Crocodile had no hope of ever getting Pluton. There is no way.
Let alone the fact that Kaido had it for as long as he did.
Yeah, he would have had to do another coup on Wano in a closed country without the desert situation. It's like,
oh yes, the country perfectly suited to my abilities, and just like, all right, yeah, this reveal is one, it's awesome, but I feel like it makes Alabasta so funny in retrospect, and I think really I probably said as much on this very podcast because I think I knew by the time we got to Alabasta, I was like, oh, he's looking for Pluton. It's not here, buddy. Your princess is in another castle.
It would have been so recent for you too. You would have just learned about this, and then we got to all the Alabasta stuff. God, that's really funny in retrospect.
Yes. But man, also the idea. We'll come back to this. You know, we have a little more lore, but Oda did just decide to just drop that bombshell on us. You know, like, all right, you know, post arc, time for the lore, time for, you know, let's talk about the ancient weapons again, which is always a treat. And
there's still a third ancient weapon out there we've heard nothing of. It's like,
that's
where
true.
is
That's
that?
true.
Watch the third ancient weapon be the Nika fruit.
Oh God.
Wouldn't that be
There's
something?
no greater weapon than comedy.
That's true. That's true. But we go to the former excavation camp in Udon, and things are not going well for the remnants of Kaido's forces, as we see Ryukugyu decimating everyone, just sending plants through their bodies and like seemingly draining their. Speaking of crocodile, just draining their life forces, and it's happening to King. Queen is completely drained. Yeah, I'm supposed to be the guy who stays around.
Yeah. Oh no, they've taken away Queen's beautiful rotund body.
Yeah. Oh gosh. And then it's like, I warned you not to test me, didn't I? A guy in my position can't go around getting beat by pirate subordinates. The Navy doesn't have any spare manpower to send around performing cleanup. And you're just who I thought you were. And he uses one of the vines to drink the alcohol. It's like, ugh, that booze tastes like crap. It needs more time to age. And then we finally get to see him. Here he is, Ryokugyu, actual name Aramaki, and he just has like plants coming out of his fingers. Like, oh gosh, he's
no real surprise what this guy's double fruit is. I feel like
no, not really.
Can you guess? He's also, but like, he's got a great design. I feel like he looks great.
Yeah, it's a really good design. It's just, like, the sunglasses, the coat, the flower print, which is very fitting for him. It's a good look. Then he has this tattoo. Apparently it says "Double Suicide at Death River." That must be something else in Japanese.
It feels like a reference to something.
Yeah, maybe the movie's from, because they usually
I was gonna say
I have no idea what actor this guy is based off of. Maybe we'll get it in SBS.
That's an SBS. Yeah, that feels like prime SBS material. But like, it's interesting, kind of first off the bat, right? Like, one, we're finally seeing the second new admiral after the time skip, after Fujitora was so long ago, and you know we saw like. Fujitora is such a sweetheart, and then here we have Ryokugyu. God, you know him.
Ryokugyu, yeah.
Ryokugyu, yeah. It's tricky even for me. And he's immediately like, hello, it's me. I'm in Wano. Send me a battleship. And he's like, huh? Oh, Ryoku, don't you dare squeal to Sakazuki. Got it? Bye. And
I love that guy's cut new corners attitude. I want to hear him say, "You did good when I bring him this kid's head." So he's seeing Luffy. He's like, all right.
Poster. Yep.
He just wants to impress the boss.
Yeah. You can already tell he's a real piece of work.
Oh yeah, he is. But we get back to the Flower Capital, where Luffy is standing on the top, shouting out to everybody, saying, "All right, listen up, ninja, pirate, mink, samurai. Who's that guy? Royal servants, Yakuza, land of Wano. Spit it, pal. You guys all fought hard. Lead a toast. You're the party leader." And you see Momo thinking back. It's like, don't tell Wano about me, as he's barely conscious. It's like, why not? Because then he'll be a hero. He doesn't want to be a hero. Doesn't want to have to share his meat.
Classic.
And then here comes Kid. It's like, Straw Hat, if I get rid of you right now, hey, Jaggy. It's just like a celebration of tomorrow's meal. Here goes. And as Kid comes in for a punch, Luffy just wraps his arm around his neck and just like,
yeah, get over here.
Get over here, buddy.
Yeah. Put her there, buddy.
And that's a good spread.
It really
toast
is.
to this party. Let's drink the night away as the fireworks go off.
These celebration chapters really, they feel the most earned maybe in the whole series up to this point. And that we get so many of them of just having, the characters getting to just celebrate and, lay back after their hard-earned victory.
Yeah.
It's great.
Get to see each of the Straw Hats and the Samurai celebrating together. You get to see the Minks in their outfits.
Oh,
and
dude, you got is that Kinemon and his wife?
I was going to mention that.
Yeah,
it looks like it's not drawn on, and I honestly kind of appreciate that. It looks like Kinemon's wife survived, which, thank goodness.
Awesome.
This man's gone through a lot.
Yeah.
He finally reunited with his wife. She's safe, and they're together. And I just like the simplicity of just those two being together rather than the hard partying. It's just like, I get to finally be with my wife.
Yes. Well earned, man. It's a great shot too. Just again, Kinemon, poor buddy, you've been through so much.
I know, you really feel for Kinemon, and I love Yorgor is like, man, these pirates sure do love to carry on. And all my life, I've never heard of a party this big and raucous. And you get to see Tama eating a candy apple and drinking, and Speed there with her, and as well as all the other Smile users. It's cute. It's very cute.
Very cute. Yeah. And then I love seeing you got Law's crew, you've got Kid's crew. Kid himself is pissed. Kid's crew is like, yeah, baby.
It's so good. And he's just like, why are you wrapping your arm around me? Just look at this. I came here to eliminate you. I've got no idea what happened in the outside world, but... And Luffy's eyes do the Joy Boy thing where he just freaks out.
Popping out.
This is who they're calling the four emperors now. Shanks, Luffy, Blackbeard, and Buggy.
Yes!
And I'll be honest, I forgot about this because you told me.
I remember I let that slip a while ago.
Yeah, you let it slip that before we were so hardline about what I found out and what not. That Buggy somehow became an Emperor of the Sea, and I just laughed at the idea of him failing upwards because I knew he'd become a warlord. I have no idea, and even you said at the time, it's like, I have no idea how it happened. It's just he's a warlord.
Well, and that's the thing is
now.
that after this chapter, Oda took a month break, so he dropped this on us and was like, all right, 23 skidoo. He's out of here. Buggy's an emperor, lol, bye. So we just all had to sit on that for a while. I can't wait for you. I will not reveal when we find out the reason. The reason's fantastic. The reason why is so good.
What happened that neither Law nor Kid get to be an emperor when they took out Big Mom, and yet Buggy accomplishes it? I have no idea. The way that Buggy's able to fail upwards is amazing.
And hey, he technically, he got to the same level as Shanks, right? He's two former members of Gold Roger's crew. Making it to the top of the pirating world. It's so good. And I love how Rokugyu ends it off where he's like, they're having a grand old time up there. The Navy ain't in any mood to celebrate you brats. The world outside is one unholy mess right now. Which you could just imagine the events leading up to what would lead to Buggy being an emperor. So that's how it's just pure chaos out there.
Yes, seriously. Last we knew, he was getting hunted down for being a former warlord.
Exactly. It was like the warlords got disbanded, and Buggy was like, I gotta skedaddle. And then the next thing we hear, he's an emperor. It's wonderful. It's great.
Who would have guessed that all those
Buggy.
chapters ago when we first met Buggy at that battle that he'd end up as an emperor of the sea.
It's right, like one of the first villains of the manga is just constantly coming back and failing upward. It's the best road to success.
Oh my god, I'm just mystified. It's amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait. Again, the reason is so good. But also, I feel like not to get too distracted, Luffy became an emperor of the sea. Yeah, that's Luffy, also huge.
Yeah, it is huge. It's almost expected at this point in some weird way.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You're like, yeah, of course Luffy would.
Yeah, he beat Kaido. He's gonna be an emperor. That makes sense to me. Buggy is definitely the bigger like surprise in all of that. But man, it's still so freaking cool that Luffy's reached this level, and yet I wonder. Oh God, I wonder if Law and Kid are being counted as underlings of Luffy. Which still hate.
I feel like that. I was gonna say that would probably be one reason why Kid is not so pleased.
Yeah, I think he was expecting to become an emperor after all that.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Like, what do you mean? And I'm sure in normal circumstances he might have, but Buggy, he got in while the getting's good. That's my goat. That's my king.
God knows what he did. Amazing. Well, let's go ahead and get to our next chapter, 1054, Flame Emperor. As hey, speaking of the emperors, here they are. In full color
amazing
spread.
Color spread.
Really good
this
one.
is great.
Really good one.
Man, just Buggy posing like that is just sending me, man. Like, bro thinks he is on the team, but he thinks he's on the team.
I love that our emperors now at this point is random upstart, but also grandson of Garp, son of Dragon.
Yep.
Brother of Ace, brother of Sabo. Because connections all over the place, technically, for Luffy. Former member of Whitebeard's crew, and then 2 former members of Roger's crew.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
The legacy of rocks is gone.
Yeah, that is true. That's a good way to put it.
Unreal. Well, let's get into this chapter as at the Flower Capital was like, Dendro, you notice too? Come, cat, let Sir Luffy and his companions hear about this. Huh? And God, Ryo Kogyu is definitely ore farming, as he's like, the thing about influence when you really want it, it can be hard to gain. And he takes a step and it's just all these flowers start spreading from behind him, which is kind of badass in its own way.
It is, and there's also like, hey, you're helping rebuild Wano.
Kind of, yeah.
Right?
You gotta go to those toxic areas.
Yeah, this is can you stay for a little while, actually? Like, come help out.
And then he just goes, hey, samurai, you better not try to stop me. And here's Denjiro, Dogstorm, Cat Viper, Shinobu, Raizo, and Kawamatsu standing firm against Ryo Kogyu, not letting him in. He's like, he's from the Navy. They're Sir Luffy's enemies abroad. It's like, so you know how things work outside of here. The celestial and this right here is when
immediately
I was just like, oh, screw this guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I'm like, he seemed with his interactions with Fujitora, he seemed kind of cool. Like,
because the whole thing was
Fujitora.
Like, it's really interesting too, because like when they were talking, it was like he was like, Sakazuki wants me to bring you in. He's like, I don't feel like it. So it felt like, okay, he also doesn't really listen to reason. And now we're seeing him, and he's like a little, he's like a little suck up.
Yeah, he's a complete suck up, and all he has to say is the celestial dragons are the gods of the world, and here in this country, unaffiliated with the world government, you have no human rights. I'm like, mess this guy up
right off the bat.
Kick his
right
ass.
Off of the bat. Yeah. He just says, don't blame me for it. It's how the world works. And we get the full reveal that he's a woodsman with the power of the woods fruit, which, you know, yeah, duh. But like the way that he actually uses it, like sort of like spreading his arms into the ground and all the roots and flowers coming out, like it's cool.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
I feel like he would be a poor match for both Aokiji and Sakazaki.
Like,
the lava and all that. It's like,
yeah, the lava and the ice. Yeah, that's for sure.
A little bit of a problem there. I do love the name of this attack, though. Groves of Wrath. Instead of Grapes of Wrath.
Yes.
But the forest is just as much of a cradle as the cradle of life as the sea. It is pure Logia, nature itself. And we get another scene of people celebrating as a fight goes on in the outskirts. Like, good thing the flower capital is blissfully unaware of a lot of things going on.
Yeah, right. It's been a party up there.
And it just this speech is like, this guy sucks.
Just laying it on thick.
Let me teach you something. Humankind has lasted through the ages by creating and defining the inferior. All the rest of us can look down our noses at you unaffiliated countries. Discrimination creates solace. It doesn't matter how many people die in this country because the law does not apply here. Just try to stop me. I'll kill thousands of you. Anything to ensure I reach Straw Hat Luffy. And it's like, wow.
Yeah, just straight up, you know, genocidal, basically. And I feel like we've seen this kind of behavior of like, yeah, if you're not affiliated with the world government, it is just kind of like, yeah, man, sucks to suck, right? Like, but the way that he's like, yeah, I'm an admiral, like I can just commit genocide, and there will be no repercussions, because there literally won't be. But I'm glad that Yamato here coming in saying you won't be doing a single word of that, and just, you know, bonks him straight down with the Thunder Bagua.
Yeah, and get some good hockey there. It's saying something that he's so unlike any other admiral we've had at this point, I guess, other than Akainu. He's kind of like he really is like a baby Akainu. Yeah, all the others have been kind of lax or having their own kind of justice. Even blanking on his name, that does the light fruit.
Kizaru.
Kizaru.
Yeah, he's like, he understands what he needs to do, but he's also just kind of, you know, he's very lax and kind of not as explicitly lazy as Aokiji was, but still just kind of going with the flow, kind of whatever.
Mm-hmm. This guy is just pure toady. So
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm amazed how quickly I'm like, oh, screw this guy so fast.
I feel like it's the fact that it just bless Fujitora, man.
Yeah, seriously.
He's such a gem.
Absolutely. Love Fujitora. Probably my favorite of the admirals now, even above Aokiji.
Easily, yeah.
Oh boy, but yeah, Yamato's just like, the people have withstood 20 years of oppression. I won't let you ruin their chance to finally celebrate and allow their hearts to feel free again. Who are you? I was like, I'm Yamato, the son of Kaido. Son of Kaido. And I love this. Here comes Momo. Mm-hmm. Well said, Yamato. The heroes have yet to heal from their battle, and we won't allow you to hurt them. It's like, oh, a dragon? And Momo goes to use Blast Breath, and nothing comes out.
Welp.
It's like, oh, Lord Momonosuke. It's like, as I was saying, leave this place before be gone from the capital. I love the little spinny things as he's
yeah, he's just like, all right, if the blast breath doesn't work, I'll just bite.
Yep, just bite him. It's like, and you feel the desperation again. It's an 8-year-old doing this. It's like, do not make them worry. I swore an oath to them. It's like, pink dragon, weird. I haven't heard anyone with those powers. Move it, and he just starts wrapping up Momonosuke in all these vines in his dragon form. It's like, and it's so interesting. Yamato, you must not fight. What? So, it's already an interesting battle that it's Yamato and it's Momo and it's the remaining samurai. Not even. I feel like Kinemon is officially retired at this point. If he has his wife, like, I'm done.
I got my wife. Yeah, I feel like at the very least the other samurai are like, let him take the W, right? Like we're not gonna let him. Don't spoil this moment. So you know. Hats off, you know, to you, Kinemon.
Mm-hmm. So, don't know why he doesn't want him to fight, but in the scene near Wano, I love how they mentioned, there's a weird one mixed into the bunch. Let's go to him, Captain. Luffy's a great pirate now. I like how they're commenting, like, why is Buggy here?
Yeah,
that's pretty much what that is.
And well, you see it, and then you see that close up, and you're like, oh, Shanks is here.
Yeah, Shanks is in the outskirts of Wano.
Oh man, this is like the closest that they've ever been.
Yeah.
It's like
The
I haven't
sense,
been here since they said farewell to Odin. So,
yeah.
that's cool.
I suppose Momo and Hiro are all grown up now. And the crew's all excited. They want to go see Luffy. It's like, look how far he's come. And I do love Yasop here. It's like, wait, let's not disbark. I don't think I'm ready to see Usopp yet.
Yeah, so
Panic
funny.
father.
You're a deadbeat dad.
Total deadbeat dad.
Yeah.
And I love that there's other guys that's like, oh, that kid is still around, right? He's got to pay for picking a fight with us. Gotta go kick
It's
his
funny
ass.
how the folks other than Shanks are just kind of like, hey, like you gotta make what's right, you know. Shanks doesn't seem too worried about any of that.
No.
I love that he looks at the paper. He just sees. What does he know? He sees Luffy's bounty, his wanted poster with the Gear 5, and then he has a little flashback to when he stole the devil fruit from CP9's ship, and you know, like, that's trouble. And then, you know, we see Shanks. He's like, "There's nothing to worry about. We sail." And they were even, I think, is that Who's Who?
Yeah, that's Who's Who. Because Who's Who was there.
Yeah.
It's like, I made that one mistake, and I was demoted and all that stuff. But nope. There's no treasure here, only a single devil fruit. What could it mean to them? It just turns you into rubber, right? And then the return to Windmill Village, the meeting up with Luffy, telling the stories with the hat, of course, losing the arm. He takes holds on to it and has a nice smile. It's like, guess all the bosses know that Straw Hat Luffy guy. You know what I heard about Straw Hat Luffy? That he's some monstrous, uncontrollable ape of a man. At least that's what they say.
We have a giant ape on Shanks' crew saying that.
I love that.
And then the guy in the middle of the panel, his shirt says "Sore omae dayo," which means no, that's you.
That's good. That's really good. Oh god. But in response to all that, he says, "Nah, I'm not interested in seeing Luffy." No. Remember what's happening in our territory now. Oh, there's that follower of Luffy's bought something. He's burned down our flags and replaced them with Luffy's. So how would that make me look? What happens to the trust put in me? So Bartolomeo causing issues.
The cover story's coming back.
I guess so, yeah. It's like, well, okay. I guess you have a point. And he goes up to Ben Beckman, and pours just a little cup of the sake and goes, I think it's time we make our move. Let's claim the One Piece.
Ooh, okay. All right.
We got an
Ominous.
actual competition going for this. What does Shanks know? How close is he getting to One Piece? Because
that's an interesting question. Does he have any road poneglyphs?
I have no idea on that one. He has no way to read them. He just has strong territory. What is his plan? I have
that
no
is all.
clue.
Yeah, I have no clue either at this point, which is great.
Because, to be honest, Luffy seems the closest to actually getting the One Piece at this point.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to it yet, but you know, we've got a third road poneglyph coming up.
Yeah, by the end of this set, they'll have 3 of the road poneglyphs. So, what? What's next?
Yeah, what indeed? Yeah, that's crazy to think about because I don't think Blackbeard has any.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
there
like,
doesn't be any knowledge of where the final road poneglyph is.
Yeah, we have, Big Mom and Kaido had one, and then there's the one on Zoe, and then the other one that was missing. So it's like, yeah, Luffy is kind of the closest at this point, which is, yeah, very, very interesting.
Very much so. Huh. But we'll see what he's up to. But Shanks has plans. Shanks is very much an X factor in all this.
Yeah, very much so. I feel like that's one of the biggest things we've learned coming out of Wano is like, what's this Shanks guy doing? Let us also not forget that he was maybe potentially spotted in Mary Joa as well, talking to the elders. Yeah.
Oh right.
So it's like,
oh god,
what is this man doing?
And he's the one that took the gum fruit from them. So
right. So it kind of feels like, is he playing both sides?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of mysteries. I feel like we're seeing Shanks. He makes this big declarative statement. There's still so much that's just like, what is he doing?
I know. It still feels weird whenever I see the One Piece mentioned in the manga, because One Piece is said so little.
That is also true. Yeah, I feel like it. I feel like we're kind of now get into this moment where, Shanks is starting to make his move. We're getting to the end of the series, and sort of what the One Piece is and sort of the nature of it all. Like, I feel like it's just going to start coming up more and more. So we're gonna it's just there's still a lot of facts that we need to learn, both that I have learned and that I have not.
Crazy. Even crazier is
cutting
to the Navy HQ, where it's like, okay, we can't let the revolutionaries keep running unchecked, Aki Inu. I know that, but we don't have the troops to send. They're calling him Flame Emperor Sabo now. He's the hero of the entire world. 800 years ago, the world government was created by 20 founders. Of the descendants, only Nefeltari Cobra attended the reverie this year, which is why his murder was so meaningful to the Revolutionary Army. And there it is, front page, Sabo kills Cobra.
Mm-hmm.
What?
So that's two of the three things we learned after Act 2, where it was somebody died, something happened to Sabo, and Vivi's missing. So two of those things are connected, and it's here. And I have to ask this question to everybody I know who reads One Piece and gets to this point. Do you think Cobra's dead? Do you think Sabo did it?
No and no. There is no way that Cobra's dead. It just feels... No, this just feels completely against anything, because you have all of these celestial dragons and you choose Cobra to kill.
Yes.
It just feels so antithetical. So to my mind is that Cobra was somehow working with the revolutionaries. Like, some part of him was an informant or has some sort of connection or something like that, or maybe Vivi got it because she's gotten underground connections before. So it's not impossible. I do not buy it. It doesn't feel like something Sabo would do. And it doesn't feel like something that, there's not like, to the government, it seems like something that the revolutionaries would do. It does not feel like something that the revolutionaries would do with me here.
Right.
From my understanding, it was only a rescue mission. That's the only reason they were there at the reveries, to get back Kuma. They were to get back Kuma, and as we see on the next page, just hours before that, in the land of the gods and the living area of the celestial dragons, they destroyed the hoof of the celestial dragons, the symbol of the world nobles, in a declaration of war. So I feel like if Sabo did actually kill Cobra, it could have been something that was an accident within the confusion. On the other hand, what I do want to mention is the last thing we heard about Cobra during the reverie was that he wanted to talk to the five elders. Right.
And so maybe somewhere on the way to that, you could see some kind of kerfuffle happening.
I could almost see, like, because in Vivi's name showed up with Emu. So where's that come in? Especially because did Emu and the five elders set up the death? Like, maybe Cobra's actually is dead, and they were the ones who killed him. But it feels like they wouldn't want to give credit to Sabo for this unless they want to.
Clearly, because of what happens here.
Yeah, they don't want to drive it to war. They always seem to want to avoid war. Like, just look at what they have here.
I could also see a situation where they seemingly, I even remember during the reverie, the elders were like, Cobra wants to talk to us. They're traitors. They're the only ones who didn't come to the Holy Land. So they did not have a very high opinion of Cobra. So I could see a situation also where Sabo's interference in whatever kind of thing happened was like, okay, here's the fall guy, right? But
yeah,
oops,
it
that
feels
also
very
makes this
pointed
happen.
that we're hearing about Cobra's death from the Marines and not the Five Elders.
Yeah,
So
there's a lot of different ways that you could take this.
yeah, I'm very much of the opinion
It's
that
very
Sabo did
interesting
not kill
bombshell.
Cobra. I'm 90% sure Cobra's still alive. So
I mean, yeah, I could see. Oh, your life is in danger. The elders don't like you very much. Here, let's get out of here. And clearly, some connection between those two and Vivi, and maybe that they didn't to escape had to go their separate ways, or for any what reason. So it's like there's so much.
I feel like there'd be some amount of inherent trust with Vivi, between Vivi and Sabo, just if she learned that Sabo is his brother, Luffy's brother.
Right? Yeah. You learn Luffy, like, oh, I'm Luffy's brother. It's like, okay, yeah, like, follow your plan. We got you. We'll be colluding.
Yeah.
Like it's all good.
And it was a heck of a fight too, because Admirals Ryokugu and Fujitora led the Navy into battle, but in the end, the ex-revolutionary and the Celestial Dragon slave Bartholomew Kuma was freed, and all the revolutionaries escaped. So Kuma's gone, and all the revolutionaries got out.
Hey, so they won.
Yeah, I honestly, I did not expect that to be a victory based on what the news was coming out last time.
Good, nice, clean and easy.
It's like, I'm certain it was difficult for the admirals to exhibit their full power in the land of the gods. Don't make excuses for them. And then we get this other...
Well, thanks, Sakazuki.
Yeah. And then we get this other shoe dropped. And what about the disappearance of Princess Vivi, which happened at the same time as Cobra's murder? And that just, again, that's just further fuel into the fires. He's not dead.
Right, like, there's no... These two have to be connected somehow, obviously.
They must have... like, if anybody knows about Emu, it's Dragon. I feel like Dragon would know about Emu somehow.
I feel like it would be I feel like to know, oh, there's like a deep dark secret in the world government. I feel like, and so I need to to set up the Revolutionary Army as sort of like the opposing force. Like, yeah, I feel like if I could kind of agree with that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
It's a good theory.
Yeah, I'm very curious where this is all going to go. But this is when we officially meet the person relaying all this information. This is the director of the Naval Bureau of Investigation, Kuroma, codenamed Tensei. We're still investigating the matter, as well as any possible connections between the two. It's a double blow for Alabasta. Their ship's still in the Red Port, in fact. They can't send it home with all that's going on. And here's Kizaru being like, can we assume the attempted murder of St. Charlos is involved then? It's like, oh, we almost got Charlos killed. Dang it.
Yeah, right.
And then it turns out, as far as the accusation that St. Miosgard let the attacker escape, which Miosgard still being a bro.
Yeah, right. Okay, somebody tried to kill him, and all right, he's interfering to let him go. There's so much that happened here.
Yeah, and then he's in trouble, and it's being deliberated in the land of the gods. The Holy Knights have intervened, and it's all a big mess now. Did we see the Holy Knights?
First mention.
Okay, it's the first mention of the Holy Knights. Oh God,
it
just feels like a whole other step up.
We'll come back to that.
I can see them being either a faceless force or something equivalent to like CP9, where it's just like an elite guard. I don't know which, but that definitely leads to credence to like guys to fight.
Yeah. That's always, and I can say this openly because I still have no idea how this is going to go out, but sort of the idea that we're kind of building up and establishing these conflicts that have been happening in Mary Joa. I don't understand how this will loop back into the main story because, as far as the Straw Hats are concerned, it's halfway across the world.
Yeah, I feel like it's almost going to be, it almost feels like it's going to be two-pronged in some way, where there's going to be a great, like, literally two battles at the two opposite corners, opposite ends of the world. One at Laugh Tale and one at Mary Joa.
Yeah, so, I think that is it's been a really interesting topic of debate because I feel like as far as where we're at in the manga, we're probably going to find out how this will work at some point fairly soon. But as for right now, it is like, okay, how do you have these, obviously, kind of building up the Mary Joa conflict while also building up the laugh tail thing with the emperors and stuff, and it's just like, how these threads coalesce is not yet clear, and I'm really excited to find out.
Yeah. God, I still remember how basic it. I was like, oh, here it's the Warlords of the Sea. Luffy just has to beat each one of those one in a row. It's just never that simple.
Like, no,
it was never that simple.
It has gotten so much more complicated.
Oh God, but Kuroma keeps going, saying, in each case, the public is convinced that Sabo was the one pulling the strings, and it's causing quite a stir. Add to that the recent events orchestrated during the King's return with the 8-nation revolution, and now the many sparks of rebellion smoldering all over the world. The King's return. Which king?
I think that the kings, that as in the kings who were coming
you're returning from the reverie. Yes.
Yeah, returning from the reverie. I think that's what they mean.
Yeah, so then we have the 8-nation revolution, and now the many sparks of rebellion smoldering all over the world are beginning to worship him like he's some kind of god. And here is Sabo is now the Flame Emperor. He's so popular that he might have more influence than Dragon.
Insane. And seeing that spread of all of the people, just like, sword in hand, you got a guy kind of, up above him, and just like the poster of Sabo, the giant poster behind him. And I love, and Kizaru is like, and now his brother Straw Hat Luffy is an emperor of the sea. And you've got this guy on top of the podium, like, in the world of pirates, the Flame Emperor's brother has upended the old order. The times are indeed changing. It's just, the world really is, like, the world of One Piece is a mess right now.
Oh yeah, it is. I love how Hakinu's just like, this is one hell of an age that I had to be Fleet Admiral in. But no matter what comes at us, I'll drive each and every one of them back into the depths of the sea. I'd like to see you try, Hakeem, because ever since you've been Fleet Admiral, it's just been a disaster.
I just get to sit in this office and watch it happen. And I do feel bad that it is like, every time we hear what's going on, it's like, oh, the Marines actually don't have enough resources to handle all of this. And some of it is a self-own, because they didn't have to go arrest all of the warlords. I feel like that was sort of their major screw up.
Yeah, I think they didn't expect any other issues to happen, that they could just go for the warlords and that'd be that. But they're also taking away like at least a third of their own power in that move.
That is also true.
And you're trying to capture the greatest swordsman in the world.
You sure are. Yeah, so I gotta admit, I think for the Marines, this one's kind of an L. I think this one, it's good. It's an objective good that they got rid of the 7 warlords, and I'm glad that that Cobra and King Riku were able to accomplish that during the reverie. Mm-hmm. How you handled it after it, y'all kind of brought that on yourselves.
Again, my big concern is how Hancock and the Island of Women are doing without that protection. Mm-hmm. That's I'd say the major fallout from the loss of the Emperor system.
Yeah. That's the crazy thing, is that we have the warlords. Yeah. We have so much left. Like, we're getting a little peek into the outside world. We have so much left to talk about. Like, there are so many plot threads we need to kind of double back onto.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Before we move into our final chapter for the set, though, we do finally have our SBS.
Wow, just one.
First up, what is the name of the waiter who was preparing the feast at the castle? The guy was going over every little thing about it, took hours, and then only Jinbei was there.
Very cool.
That person is the head chef, not a waiter. It's Rikiryu. Rikiryu. God, it's a mouthful of a name in Japanese. The best chef in Wano and the master of the tea ceremony. I will send this to you so you can try to read it yourself, and good luck.
All right. Let's see what you got here. Sennori Kyuryu. I wonder if the Sennori Kyuryu. Okay. I'm wondering, Kyuryu is in like nine dragons. I'm trying to think what Sen Nori could be. Maybe like 1,000 riding. I don't know.
I got nothing.
Yeah, Sen Nori. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Let's see. Next question. The beauties of the SBS, Nami and Robin, are very pretty, but do they wear makeup? I would like to ask you about your beauty methods. From a 27-year-old longing for Shocky. It's like, all right.
Okay, fair enough.
Otis says, let's ask. They'll probably just say, no, I don't use anything. And Nami says, I do. I wear minimal makeup because skincare is challenging at sea. The sauna that Zeus makes are perfect, and Robin's massages are the best. Sanji takes care of my diet. Chopper makes me lotions, foundations, creams, and skin packs. And Brooke is an expert in hair care. And I keep up with my fitness. So she has a full team.
There's a full routine. That's Brooke being hair care is so funny.
That's perfect. Otis like, well, there you go. She does put the effort into it with a lot of help from her friends. And then finally, to close us out, please let me touch Nami's extra large dumplings. Sanadachi.
Okay.
Looks again. Wait.
You know what?
Oda goes, looks again. Wait, Sanada? Do you have split personalities? Resign from the PTA. Then let's end the SBS. Damn it. See you next volume.
I'll allow it because it was only one.
Yeah, only one.
Yeah. I can take one. I can take one.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Well, let's go ahead and get to our final chapter for the set. 1055, The New Era. And no story, no color spread, nothing.
Yeah,
it's
just
very
going
rare
straight
that this
into
happens.
it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm just maximizing that as the festival's still going on. We see. I love how Nami and Tom are always together. It's just like a little
They're
sister
just
type
best
thing.
friends. We got and Zeus is still here.
Yeah, Zeus is still hanging out.
She did get to keep him in the end.
But then we get to the fight because Momo's still saying, you mustn't, Namato. It's like, wait, why can't I fight him? Don't you dare strike him. And Momo's getting manhandled, honestly. He's getting...
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Yeah, taken out here and there. And then here comes Raizo with the Scrolls jutsu, the fire escape, and sends out a huge blast of fire straight into Ryukyu's face. And he's like, yeah, nah. Fire break force. Do you think I could hack it as an admiral of the Navy HQ if I was actually susceptible to such an obvious weakness? And then he curls up his vine and pierces Raizo and starts sucking him dry, which is horrifying.
Very horrifying, actually. Like it looks like they're like being mummified.
It really does. And Kawamatsu's trying to slice them, but they keep growing back. And it's just like, do they have any weakness? And I see Shinobu back there is like, Shinobu, you have one of the most powerful but devil fruits out there. Age
just
his ass.
Rot the tree. Yeah, yes. Rot the tree.
Like Shinobu
not
could
gonna come back.
Be so much more devastating, but I think she considers herself more of a ninja, so she doesn't think about using it.
Right, yeah, no, get in there. Do some damage.
She could mess him up. Like, oh well.
Yeah.
Anyway, as that fight's going on, it's back to under the palace into Sukuyaki's secret chamber. And then even below that. And turns out Lol has joined Robin and him. He's like, well, you weren't with the others, so I was obviously suspicious. Don't act like I'm some kind of hyena. Like, and then Sukuyaki's just watch your step. It's mold here. He's like, I never told Kaido or Orochi about this route, but because Jack, the lead performer, was a fishman, they discovered the poneglyph in quick order. And immediately Robin's like, why would being a fishman make it easy to spot? Quicker to see for yourself. And the law says, how long will this take? And then just the way he responds to that, let's say several centuries into the past. I was like, what?
Oh, boy.
And then Robin's like, where's this dim light coming from? I was like, there's a glass block at the end of the tunnel. We play Minecraft down here. Because that is such a Minecraft to have like a glass block.
It is. And I love the cute little sight gag where like Robin has to kind of crawl all the way up through to see. And then Law just pops. And she's like, hey, no fair.
That's It's really good. But they both get shocked because outside is Wano. It's just Wano under the sea. Just like, and Sukiyaki explains, that is the Wano of about 800 years ago. A different Wano. It's like, what does that mean? It's just what I said. But whatever happened in the past is unclear to me. The fact that this is not seawater probably explains its good preservation. And yeah, it's in good shape for 800 years. Still very much looks like Wano. And then Sukiyaki explains, what it means is that there was once a Wano with an enormous Fuji mountain there, Central Mountain. Of course it's Fuji. But at some point, great walls grew around the island and it filled up with rainwater. The people had to abandon their flooded towns and instead created new land on the side of the mountain for a new country. So the Wano we know is a smaller Wano than what was today because they used to be further down.
Yeah, a tiny little
sea
sliver.
level.
Pretty
That
crazy.
is incredible.
Yeah. How do you feel about Wind Waker?
Right? Wind Waker, I also got Water 7 vibes.
Yeah, with the flood. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's like, to visualize Wano like that, I never realized just how big the waterfalls were. And
and it explains kind of seeing the visual like this. It's like, okay, you see why nobody can get in here.
Yeah, there's a reason that they're not opening up the borders. Okay, we're out of here, because you think it's just like you don't think it's a literal sense because we'll get to it, like because they arrive at the bottom and there it is, the road poneglyph. One more and they'll be able to get the laugh tail, and they get another one where it's just like, we're now high up in the caves at the foot of Fuji. It is further down into the earth where the ancient weapon Pluton is said to rest. So, gosh, they have to go even further down to find it.
And further down, yeah. And the fact that, he says that I've never seen it for myself and I can't show it to you now. In order to retrieve Pluton, the walls need to be torn down. In other words, opening the borders means destroying the country's natural defense and unleashing an ancient weapon onto the world. So, that, I feel like, I've been waiting for that drop this whole arc.
The fact that it's literally opening the borders and getting rid of the wall is insane.
Yes.
It's
and that, as Robin says, like, opening the country will release the weapon. Like, but why did Kozuki Oden want to do such a thing? Why indeed?
Yeah, I don't know what he learned in his travels, but there it is, and I don't know what to think of this. This is insane.
Well, I think the fun little nugget that we learned from Kaido just before he ate it was that he thought that Joy Boy and that King had this misconception about, or no, I think Kaido had the misconception that, Joy Boy is like, opening the borders is meant to welcome Joy Boy. But if it's both, if it is, opening the borders is to welcome Joy Boy because we need to give him Pluton, is I feel like that suddenly kind of changes the calculation a little bit.
Yeah. And if Kaido had any inclination that Pluton was resting there, he would have been digging that all
He would have done it. Oh, yeah. I feel like that's the beautiful irony of it.
One of the greatest weapons out there, and Kaido had no idea.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Sitting on a treasure trove. Yeah. But that also, that it is still like this double-edged sword, right? Because it is the natural defense of Wano that has let them be isolated and has let them, it's the protection from the world government, basically. And so if they unleash it, yes, they have, when we learned in Water 7 that Pluton was like this big battleship. So apparently there's just like this giant 800-year-old battleship at the bottom of Wano that, it's interesting. What I want to know, I'm so fascinated by the order of events here, because I think clearly what we can say is that, like, at the end of the Void Century, the people of Old Wano were like, all right, bring up the walls. We're putting this bad boy to rest. Yeah, we have to wait until Joy Boy comes back. Which I feel like, what did they know about? 'Cause especially if like, we know that Joy Boy was a real person, that he left the One Piece. So it's like, what about this is like, oh, we need to preserve this weapon for Joy Boy for the future. I find it just deeply fascinating.
It's also like, what will it look like to take down the borders? Because then all this water gets released, but then all of Wano is high up in the mountains at this point.
That is also true. Yeah, it's
how do they get down?
To get to. Yeah, that is a good question. Yeah, I don't know, just climb down.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But it's also like, it's just as Sukiyaki said, but it's like Odin saw Laugh-Tale and was like, that was his final order was to open the borders. So it's something that he saw was like, no, this needs to happen. That he wanted to release the ancient weapon because of this. So, oh boy,
I don't know what is. Yeah. I don't know.
It's such a good tease, man.
I couldn't even attempt to predict any of that.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know where any of this is going, but this is kind of the thing. I feel like Wano, and I had this thought earlier, that Wano was probably always meant to happen at some point. Like, I feel like if Pluton was always meant to be here, I feel like it was probably in Oda's plan to get the Straw Hats to get to Wano much sooner.
Yeah, Wano was definitely like the thing that he planned to get to. Like, it was the key moment.
Yes. Yeah, and I think now that there's this relationship between Joy Boy, between the ancient weapons, I feel like, and now that we know that, something, whatever they saw at Laugh-Tale, they're like, oh yeah, we learned everything about the ancient weapons. So like, there's something there. All of these things are tied together, and that's not new information to us, but it is still like, how does this all come together?
Because you got one that's deep underneath Wano, one that's literally just Shirahoshi, and the fact that she can command the sea beasts.
Yeah.
And then a third that we don't know exactly what it does. So I don't know.
Yeah, at this point, it really could be anything.
I got nothing. That's the crazy thing about so many of these revelations. It's like talking about what the potential is, but it's also like it almost is just landing like, bam, here it is. Yeah, and it's so like hard to like. It's not like clarifying. I mean, it clarifies some things from the past, but it also leaves so much open. It's like it's hard to discuss it because it's just like so open ended.
Yeah, that's the God. He's just got it down to a formula at this point. Just the carrot on the stick is just oh man. Yeah. There's so much about the One Piece world. I feel like we still have to learn about.
Seriously, I don't know how we wrap this up. It honestly feels like 2028 at the earliest that this will all end.
We still got so much left. but it does feel cool because this sort of post wrap up, I feel like, okay, we're getting a little more nuggets, I think, about what the ending or what the final conflict could possibly entail, Just a little extra taste.
Who knows?
But I want more. I want so much more.
Oh my god! But we take a break from that to go back to the fight against Ryukugyu, as he's just like, it was only Kaido's presence that was keeping me from coming here. Sad as it is to admit, Kaido's rule was a deterrent that kept enemies away from this land. Now bring me Straw Hat Luffy, and he has all of them strung up in his roots. It's like, I'll take his head and be on my way. And Yamato's just like, hey, we can rely on Luffy and his friends for help. They're better than him. And I love this from Momo. It's like, that is not an option. And I won't ask for your help either. Don't bother. And he's already wheezing. It's like, you have been trapped on Onigashima for all this time, and this is finally your chance to be free. He's like, huh? So I'm giving you a proper send-off. Luffy, Zoro, the rest, I've had them fighting for my battles for me all this time. We're the ones who will stay behind on our country. We must be the ones to drive off any enemy. And if we must ask for help from those who are about to leave, then we will never be able to protect Wano. And that,
this is a great speech. The Yamato thing, it makes me so bad.
I'm so curious about what the reasoning is now.
Just get that hit in, Yamato. You're not going anywhere, so you might as well bonk him.
And he just starts shouting out, "Be gone, forest monster! Be gone from here!" It's like, listen to you squalling like a little kid. I didn't know dragons could sound so pathetic. And then all of a sudden, "Be gone!" And he finally gets out of blast breath and just, bam, right through Rikyu.
Amazing.
It's so good.
And he's actually like, he's he's screaming.
He was not prepared
looked like
for that.
It hurt. Yeah.
It did some damage.
That's fantastic. Oh my god, that's so cathartic.
It's just like, and he's just losing it now. He's like, "Be gone, be gone, be gone." You're like, "Wait, damn you!" He just keeps blasting. He's like, "Wow, has he mastered his dragon body now? His aim's not great."
Yeah, but he's cooking him, man. Like it is burning him down into a sea of flames. And I love that he has to like he sprouts as a little leaf. And then he kind of like reforms his body back into like vines and back to his full self, which is it's a great visual.
It's like, wow, it really will take a lot to kill this guy. It's like,
and you can even see like his like prior body like burning in front of him.
That's a freaky visual. But
it is. It's pretty freaky.
He's ready to go all out when he's like, "So you mean business? Fine, but you're a pitiful replacement for Kaido. I'll skewer you from your mouth to tail." And then all of a sudden, you can just see the crackle of Haki in the distance. Just zap. It's like, wait, stop. That's Supreme King Haki. Who's doing that? The red-haired pirates are you nearby, and it turns out you can use Haki to long distance communicate, as we saw Luffy do. So, but
as
can do that with anybody.
As we've affectionately called it, the Wi-Fi Haki.
It's like, hey, hold on, the new guys are foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I didn't realize this the first time I read this chapter, but like that undid Ryokugu's transformation. Like Shanks was just like, "Nope, you're done."
I didn't even realize that either.
So sick. That's so great.
Holy crap, Shanks! How strong is he?
I feel like we're getting a little bit of an idea, which is amazing.
I really the more I see of his powers, the more I think he purposefully lost his arm for Luffy.
Oh yeah, 100%, 110%.
Has to have. What did he see in Luffy?
Yeah,
especially with the gum fruit.
I'm trying to remember when this scene was, and I don't remember, so I feel like I shouldn't say anything just in case.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah, I feel like it was a long time ago and not something that we haven't gotten to yet. But there's so much information my brain needs to juggle that I won't say anything. But I feel like that. Yeah, it became clear that Shanks is just like, yeah, it's for the new generation. You know, it's something inspired something in him. I feel like it's sort of the implication.
It's going to be a really weird day for you when you don't have to keep secrets from anymore because we're both caught up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but on the other hand, it is like, God, there's so much information for my brain when did we know this? When did we know that? So it's just
right.
I can't wait to be on the same page. That's for sure. When we're almost there.
We're getting there. I love this though. Now, I'm not accusing you of fighting dirty, Navy man, but when the new shoots that just changed pirating history are exhausted from their feet, don't you think that what you're doing is a bit much? And Rikuga is just sort of like in kind of a shock. And I love these like images of like Luffy stabbing his cheek and Momo getting a bump on his head and Hiyori with her mother, and then some other figure that you get excited for it. I don't really get this figure in black.
Go watch One Piece Film Red. we'll talk about that later.
Uda, so I have no idea what that is.
It does. It'll all make sense in 2 weeks.
Crazy. But then we got finally with Shanks going and all that darkened and shading. It's like, are you that afraid of the new era? It's like, look, I'm not picking a fight with you guys, not yet. Fine.
Awesome, man. The Shanks with that last minute save is so good.
The funny thing is he technically didn't have to, although I guess it works out better for Momo and all of them because it's just he's tearful. It's like, oh, we did it. And then you go back to the party where everybody's celebrating and there's all that, and then we have our 4 big boys, Sanji, Luffy, Zoro, and Jinbei. He's gone. Oh, we don't get to fight? Not bad, Momo, not bad. That was some monstrous hockey being thrown around, though. Yeah, what was that? Made me think of a familiar face, and Shanks sails off. It's like, oh, that's good that they were all aware that something was going down, and they're just sort of,
dude,
let's see what you can do.
The idea, again, that, like, the admirals have gone from, like, oh my god, it's an admiral, you know, again, comparing to, like, the first time we saw Aokiji on screen for the first time, where he's, like, you know, kind of rolling in at the end of things, to even, you know, at the end of Dressrosa, right, when Luffy was like, yeah, we're done running, you know, I no more of this. Now, they just get to sit and watch.
Yeah. Man.
They just get to party, and they're like,
it
all
feels
right,
like they're in the Rayleigh role with Saboti.
Yeah.
Dealing with Kizaru. So,
that's crazy.
that I mean, it makes sense. He's an emperor now. He's has year 5.
This is maybe the most emperor feeling I've gotten from Luffy so far. That, like, yeah, an admiral rolls in and he's just kind of like, you know, oh, that was Shanks. That was a familiar feeling. Like, he's just real smile, all chill about it. It's so satisfying.
Honestly, these four together really give me a feeling of, like, Shanks and Yasopp and Beckman and
you really get the sense that they've been through so much together. You know, maybe not Jinbei, but like they.
Yeah, but Jinbei's probably the most powerful of, like, he's definitely the fourth most powerful.
Yeah. So it this is just like, man, this crew really is on Emperor level now, which is just so crazy to think about. But, you know, I'm glad that we got introduced to our last Emperor, or our last Admiral, and they're just kind of whatever about it.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great. Oh, man. What a wild state of the world.
Yeah, we're not quite done with Wano yet, but, like, man, One Piece is... this stuff's gotten really crazy.
I am so curious what comes next, because it's like 2 or 3 chapters to finish off Wano, and then we're preparing for Egghead.
Yeah.
And I have no idea how it's going to be set up.
And that's the thing, right? As we were kind of talking at the start of the show, like, it's all new, right? Like, the going from Punk Hazard all the way to Wano really has just been, like, kind of one thread leading into the next. And we are kind of at the end of that. We are at the end of this, you know, like, 400 chapter journey. So we kind of get a fresh start, which I feel like that might be the last time we kind of get that.
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like this moment that we're at in One Piece feels as sort of the end of Act 2 of the story as a whole. Like, it feels pretty momentous. You know, it feels like we're in completely uncharted territory.
I will say I'm a little worried how 1060 will end, because technically Film Red released between chapters 1055 and 1056. We're technically in the perfect spot to watch Film Red, and this doesn't feel like a bad way to, you know, pause. It feels very appropriate. So I'm, like, a little worried about like 1060 being, like, massive, like, oh no, like, look at this thing.
Yes and no. You specifically are going to be like, when you get to the end of 1060. But that it has nothing to do with, like, oh, we're, like, just starting Egghead. You know, like, for other unrelated reasons. I think you'll be like, man. But I do sort of prefer ending off on 1060 as opposed to here. I think it's a good clean break.
Stick with 1060 just for that clean break to finish off Wano in this case and have it all set. But man,
it's hard to believe we're here.
Wild. Yeah, we are. Next week we'll be done officially with Wano.
Yeah, the longest arc in the series. You know, this is the end. It feels, even now reading it again, it feels pretty surreal. So, you know, I'm excited.
Really
I feel like we got such a great like just dipping our toes into all the manner of nonsense happening in the wider One Piece world right now. And you know that those are always, like, our favorite chapters. So, you know, I can't wait to Get a little more of that next week, and a little more of that just kind of going forward. Man, yeah, no, I'm so excited because this really is setting up like the future of the manga. There's stuff here that I'm like I don't know where this is going.
And I have no idea what the structure of Egghead is.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah. That's exciting.
I will say the only thing I've seen from Egghead, just some bits and pieces, is I know we'll finally be, I believe, meeting Vegapunk. And I know Rob Lucci's involved.
Oh.
That's it.
I don't think I knew that you knew that.
Yeah, I've just seen like,
okay,
you know how they have fight clips and whatnot.
Oh yeah,
I think Rob Lucci shows up, but it never meant anything to me because my thought was always like, Rob Lucci's not going to do shit. So I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
And then almost forgot. Apparently, one of the most devastating flashbacks in the series.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I think it might be my favorite. We'll get there when we get there, though. That's still a little whiles off. But,
as for what I know of Elbaf, literally nothing.
That's great. Fantastic. Let's keep it that way. Because good Lord. God. Yeah, I can't wait. It's hard to believe we have still a little, like, I forget where we're in like the 1180s, I think. So a little over 100 chapters left.
Wow.
Crazy.
That's
like 130 or something like that.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, basically the entire the whole length of Wano left.
I mean, we timed it out. At the rate we're going, we'll be caught up to where the manga is right now, the first week of January next year.
Good Lord. Oh man, just thinking of all of the things that the next like 6 months of this podcast have to get. I'm so excited. You're in for peak. What else can I say? It's peak. It's so peak.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh God. But for now, I believe that's we've said everything we wanted to say about chapters 1051 to 1055 of One Piece. Thank you so much for listening, and you can find more of my ramblings and stream VODs over at BitNerd Games on YouTube or simply BitNerd on BlueSky. And Brandon, where can everyone find you at?
I am Brandon Bovia on BlueSky, talking about anime, manga, games, and my job, and just more of that. Nothing to promote. Come back. Next week's gonna be fun. Next week's gonna be really fun.
I hope so. I'm excited for it. I'm excited. If you'd like to help us out more, you can support the podcast over at patreon.com/DerrickBittner. That's DerrickBitner to listen to the next episode ad-free 3 days early, as well as Patreon-exclusive bonus episodes. And our next bonus episode will be, I believe. Are we doing One Piece Heroines? Are we doing? Oh no, yes, we're doing One Piece Heroines, and then the arc, the TV arc leading into Film Red.
Yes, yeah. Because I think for us,
and then we're doing commentaries on
the rest of Wano after that. Good Lord.
Yeah, then we got commentaries on all the rest of the big Wano fights, and then I think who knows if Grand Gourmet will be out by that point. We'll have an episode probably talking about Grand Gourmet. Probably
we got a lot of
egghead fight in there.
Yeah. Like we're almost there. Yeah,
there's
great.
Good stuff coming. Good stuff in the past. I think it's a good value, especially that and the Q&As, because we've been getting a lot of fun questions with the Q&As. So consider supporting that Patreon, because honestly, we think the value just keeps getting better.
It really does. It really does. We keep just making more and more bonus content for it at this point. There's so much. There's it's a good chunky archive if all you've listened to is this podcast.
For sure. And make sure to return next time as we discuss chapters 1056 to 1060 of One Piece. So until then, my friends, bye.
Remember to take life one piece at a time.
He ran away.
You did pretty good, Momo. Look at that. They don't need us. I assume the rest of you felt that overwhelming hockey?
Yeah, that sure was crazy, wasn't it? Made me think of an old friend for a sec.